The smartphone. It began its life as the cellular telephone, or mobile phone as we call them here in Europe. I think it's fair to say it's a piece of technology that's had the biggest influence on society since the introduction of the motor car. But how did it all begin? This is the history of the mobile phone. It could be argued that the true origin of modern mobile phones were the handheld Second World War military radio telephony links. These were handheld radio transceivers. At the time, networks could support only a limited number of simultaneous conversations, and these things consumed a hell of a lot of power. They were also huge. In 1965, the technology advanced with AT&T giving the world the Improved Mobile Telephone Service, or IMTS. This system was incredibly crude by modern standards. Despite allowing simultaneous calls, the machine was still a behemoth, and only 40,000 were in use across the US. In New York City, only 2,000 customers shared 12 radio channels and would often have to wait up to 30 minutes to place a call. The world's first truly handheld mobile phone was invented in 1973 by Martin Cooper of Motorola. It weighed 1.1 kilograms and measured 23 centimeters long, 13 centimeters deep, and 4.45 centimeters wide. It was a prototype, offering 30 minutes of talk time and took 10 hours to recharge. Kinda sounds like my old iPhone 3GS. Of course, these phones made use of 1G networks. 2G networks were introduced in the 1990s, with Europe developing GSM networks and the US developing CDMA as their standard. They made use of digital rather than analog transmission. 2G uptake rose quickly, and prepaid mobile phones also emerged in this time. The first smartphone was the IBM Simon, which functioned as a mobile phone, a pager, a fax machine, and PDA device all in one. It also had a calendar, address book, clock, calculator, notebook, email functionality, and a touchscreen with a QWERTY keyboard. SMS messages kicked off in 1992, and full mobile internet capabilities were introduced in Japan in 1999. 2 years later, 3G networks were being trialed, and a few short years later, the smartphone was taken further with RIM's BlackBerry device, the first of which was the 5810. Later, Apple would change the smartphone forever with the iPhone in 2007, and now it seems almost everyone has one. Society has its collective head buried in these rectangular touchscreen devices, doing everything from emailing, surfing the web, playing games, video chatting, using maps, and watching videos. The mobile phone has come a long way, and its journey is just beginning. Flexible, foldable, and transparent paper-like smartphones and tablets, and even holographic 3D displays are all still yet to be fully explored.